Habari, Mujabaleho from Uganda. Gracie here once again. I hope you all have been okay. I want to say thank you so much to those of you that engage with the content that I put out here. It really keeps me going, and your support really means a lot to me. I don't take any of that for granted. Now, today's video is full of nerves, audacities, and entitlement, and I want us to call it out as it is. But I want us to watch these clips first of all, come back, and let's call it out.
Going to. So this is Zanzibar airport. They flagged my bag and they didn't tell me what inside the bag that they were going to take out and inspect. This lady starts digging through my bag and she takes out the drone. And she wants to confiscate the drone because I don't have a permit from TSA. TCAA, which I was never told about by anybody in Zanzibar, anybody from Tanzania, and now they're telling me I must leave my drone here in their hands, and if anything happens to this drone, it's on me. So very, very, very interesting. And I'm a safari guide, I'm a company owner.
Tell me, when you come with this one, you must have a permit.
Okay.
This one is not allowed to enter in our country if you don't have a permit.
Honest to God, I would have had a permit. I'm not honest to God, the truth, I would have a permit if someone told me. No one told me. I've been to Mauritius, I've been to Maldives, I've been to Madagascar, I've been to Mozambique. No one, I take drone with me everywhere. No one ever asks for permit. You are the first country that's ever asked for permit. Not even South Africa.
That is our law.
Not even South Africa requires permit.
Yeah. That is our law in Tanzania. You must apply in TCAA website the permit. There is a document there. You fill it.
What's the drone going to do?
I don't know, but that is our law. Our law says that.
Okay. Well, my law is I can't give you something that's not mine.
Even Yani, you leave it this here.
I'm not leaving it with you.
Okay, let me call my boss.
Call your boss.
Whenever I learn on such videos like we just watched, I've been having random questions and thoughts like, what do people like him that make such videos to put on the internet for people to regurgitate and consume, be expecting from the general public? Like, what did you want us to do for you, sir? Like, did you want people to come out to your rescue and to your defense even when they could clearly see that you are being non-compliant with the law?
Hello, ladies and gents. Yes, I got my drone back. It didn't come without its challenges. They did take away my drone when I was at the airport after that video, and I would like to clarify some things that happened in that video as to why it happened and what happened after the actual incident. So what happened was, for me, the whole reason the video actually took place was that my bag was scanned, they detected the drone, they never communicated to me that this was what they were looking for. I felt like it was a violation of my privacy to just open my bag and start searching through my bag. I used the word dug because my permission was not asked to look through my bag. You know, it wasn't an illegal substance. It was something that required a permit and something that they were going to question me on or interrogate me on. So they could have requested, you know what, there's a drone inside there. Please can you take it out and give it to us? And I probably would have been a lot less hostile and felt a lot less unsafe. I actually felt unsafe for the first 2 days I was in Zanzibar because of that incident. Although this happened on my way out of Zanzibar, there was a lot of difficulty. I actually got stuck at the airport for about 6 hours and got to my destination 8 hours later. So I had to go back to that office, and there were a few people that wanted to talk to me because they saw the TikTok video, and we had a very nice discussion, and I'm very grateful for them for understanding, for them for listening to me and understanding why I made the video, because I was just trying to film myself so that I could feel safe. I wasn't trying to film the lady. I wasn't trying to film.
You're actually being disrespectful to the officers and you're telling them call your boss as if they don't understand what they were doing, and you required a higher power to actually come and reason with you. I have questions like, who are you to even do that in someone else's country? Like, you have been clearly told that we are taking it away because you do not have a permit, and they clearly didn't need to actually do any research for you, because who in this world doesn't do any basic homework and research when they are going to visit a certain country? It is the entitlement and the nerves and the audacity that these people normally display as if they are untouchable, and they actually can rebuttal and argue with people just to make sure they get a leeway and get away with disobeying the law. Like, that is how the law works. And they told you, hey, you cannot fly and operate this drone in our country without a permit, and it is not just about you, because everyone else does that. Actually, they have to apply for a permit, even nationals, and you're not the first tourist to actually come in that country. I don't know if these people normally think that it's those eras and period of time where they used to come to the continent and to third world countries and start taking pictures of, the landscapes, just to survey the area and see where the riches are at, and nobody's gonna touch their hand and nobody's gonna ask them and be like, hey, what are you doing? They used to let you come in and do whatever that you wanted to do. Now people know that whatever you are coming for, you disguise yourselves as tourists, but then you are actually coming to survey the lands and see where the minerals are at, so that you can call on your governments to come and steal. You used to come and take pictures of people, of locals, of children, without asking for their permission, and you went in your countries and painted our countries as the poorest of all the poorest. These people really have audacities and entitlement to an extent that they normally come out to justify their actions, their wrong actions. I don't know if you've heard many of them that committed atrocities against our people, and they took artifacts and they are saying we did not loot them, it was an interaction between us and the African people. This is how they justify even slavery. This is how they justify all the actions they do. And they are not ashamed. It's just that level of feeling yourself as if you are non-touchable and nobody can search you. That is their job. They have to do that, and honestly, they don't even have to ask for permission to do their job, because you are in their country. If they are suspicious of anything, they will search you. Do we have to bring videos of our people being searched and humiliated and embarrassed as if they are drug dealers in your countries at your airports?
This man totally lost it at the Australia airport after he was being profiled consistently.
Why am I being treated as a terrorist or a drug smuggler or trafficker or criminal?
I feel very embarrassed to be Australian.
According to Roberto, who is a Nigerian UK citizen, anytime he visits his wife in Australia, he gets interrogated and kept for no reason.
I've been coming here for 8 years, yeah, and this is the 7th time I have come here. I've only come to Australia 7 times, and 7 times guys like you come and harass me. 7 times. There's not one time where I've been able to go through like anyone else. The last 3 times I've been told that people from where I'm from in the world are troublemakers. You get a lot of hassle. I've been told that. Why should I accept that? Why should I accept being labelled?
Now Roberto insisted that they search his bag if they think he has something to hide.
No, I want to be searched, because then I can say harassment. 7 times! 7 times in 8 years!
According to Roberto, anytime this happens, he tries to report it, but this is what happens.
Last time I was given that form, I asked someone in your position, I said, if I fill that out, what will happen? And he turned around to me and said, probably nothing.
For me, I would never say that.
And I said, there you go, wasting my time again.
When the security realized that they were totally wrong, they tried to apologize and calm him down.
He hasn't been rude. He hasn't been rude. It's not about this man here.
Okay.
It's about your institution now.
Okay.
It's institutionally racist against people like me. Okay. Not about you. It's about the system. Look out for people from West Africa.
It needs to change. This country cannot carry on like this with black people like me. Otherwise we won't come anymore.
Should we bring videos of people being detained for absolutely doing nothing, but because when they look at them, they think this person is suspicious, and we don't say anything about that? What gives you that moral ground to actually feel like nobody can question you, nobody can touch you, and this is so unfair to you? And then you say, oh, I felt unsafe. Do you think our people feel safe when they have to be searched and they have to go through x-rays? Do you think our people, feel good when they have to be treated like kids and boys and they're touched everywhere? And I mean everywhere. Even when these people were actually being very, very polite and they were telling you, this is how it works. You have to comply. Nobody touched you. They only opened your bags. And even when they opened it, they searched for what they wanted and got it. And I am so excited to actually see our governments doing all they need to do to actually put these people in their places, because they feel like they are gods and nobody is supposed to question them. It's people like these that normally go to countries like Mexico and start complaining of how Mexicans are playing loud music.
Okay, so let me get this straight. White people are going down to Mexico for vacation and are complaining that the Mexican bands that play on the Mexican beaches are too loud. And the white people complain so much that the Mexicans that ran those Mexican hotels was trying to ban the Mexican bands from playing Mexican music on the Mexican beaches. So the Mexican president got involved and had to send the Mexican military to go down to the Mexican beach because there was too many Mexican protesters protesting against the white people who were trying to ban the Mexican bands. And so the Mexican military is singing alongside the Mexican protesters. Then y'all get mad when people call y'all mayonnaise warriors. Not only that, they have mayonnaise warriors who have moved down to Mexico that have caused a lot of the Mexican restaurants to stop making spicy food. So a lot of the Mexican restaurants are saying that they have to throw out tons and tons of food because white people are complaining so much about the food being spicy that they have to redo a lot of their orders. How about the white people in Mexico? Why don't you go back to your country? And y'all quick to say, it's not always about race. So what is this?
Audacity to actually question why this law is there, and then you ask, what is the drone going to do? If you didn't know what it was supposed to do, why did you bring it to this country? It is people like this that normally come and find people in their countries that are enjoying their lives. Like there's a certain musician here that put this French guy in his place because he was complaining about loud music in the dead of the night.
There's nothing they can do, bro. Yes. And the way you're talking is respectful, and we can respect that.
I mean, for me, I don't know. I mean, it's not my country. It's not my rules. But
in France, when I go there, they treat me like shit as well. But I'm not telling you that. But I don't complain because I'm in France. When you come to Uganda and we eat dogs, you better start eating some motherfucking dogs. And stop thinking you come to Uganda and run Uganda, then go back to France. I even need a visa to come to France, bro. You requested the visa at arrival or on departure. When I'm going there, all my homies can't even go there and enjoy it. And you're here, you better learn to enjoy it, brother, and respect the natives. We make the rules here. Ain't no other person coming anymore to change the rules around here. Come on. Yeah, man. No real shit. If he wants to hear it, we'll give it.
I mean, you give a terrible amount of Uganda. It's just sad.
And by the way, let me bring some bit of context because so many people really don't understand what happened. The truth was, it was Easter, and for us in festivities, we play music. They play loud music. They are enjoying themselves. It is, the celebration time. And then you have the nerves to make the entire situation about you because you wanted to sleep and you feel like, hey, and God was like, hey, we are not slaves anymore. This is my country. I do whatever that I want to do, much as I do not support and condone that type of behavior. But I feel like if we don't tell these people, whenever we get a chance to actually remind them that these are our countries, and when we come to your countries, you treat us as SHIT. Generally, people be nice to these people. They be more welcoming. They be more loving. They be smiling. It's people like this that normally find mature old people and they call them gals. That exact French guy. How do you get the nerves to actually complain about how the way of life is supposed to be like? These are sovereign countries. These are countries that have leaders. These are countries that have laws. And if they tell you this is how the law works, comply, accept. Don't argue with it. Ask them, what can I do? If they say, hey, you can't do it, don't feel so bad because it is not about you. Everyone has to go through the entire process. And everyone has to pay for that. And for the countries that you mentioned, that Mozambique, it's South Africa, and Madagascar do not ask for, permits, you are lying in broad daylight and you want people to believe you. Like this entire conversation for you to even come out and make 2 entire videos and make this entire situation about you. I am so excited because your white privilege and white supremacy has started wearing off, and you have to do the right thing, aren't you? Like, if you're bringing money, are you supposed to be treating people like shit? Are you supposed to be treating these third world countries because they need you? They didn't call you and they did not have to make research for you. So if you found the law that is what it says, they confiscate it and they gave it back to. I am so excited that exposing their stupidity and they're exposing their ignorance, and they want people to come and support this bull crap. And I don't know whatever type of audience he was really expecting to watch this. But unfortunately, if he was expecting the Western audience to watch that, I don't know, because even his own people came out in the comment section to call him out and tell him, hey, bro, relax, chill. This is not about you. You know, follow the law. If they are confiscating it, they are going to return it back to you. If you need to do something to get a permit, please obtain it, because that is how it works. The internet algorithm works differently. Your content is normally watched first in that geographical location where you are at, and to his dismay, it was the Africans, and they were like, no, we are tired. So, and I'm so excited that people didn't give him exactly what he wanted. People were not apologetic with their opinions, and at least they gave them a piece of their mind. And really, that makes me happy, because we need to really, really talk about these things. We don't need to be quiet. It is not that era anymore where we used to be quiet and be so passive aggressive. You guys, Africans, are so passive. We literally don't talk about things. We just laugh and brush it off. The generation that we have today are people that are not scared of talking about things. They are actually discussing, and they are giving they give you a piece of their mind. You take it or leave it, but they will tell you the truth and how they feel. That makes me happy, because those are the type of people that we need to even be in leadership positions, because, if we have such people that are not going to bow down and kiss these colonialist and imperialist bites, then, that's all we need to actually go in the right direction. I don't know what your opinions are like, guys. I want you to let me know in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you spare a second and subscribe to the channel. Enable the notification bell so you don't miss any video from me. Until then, it's Gracie once again. I love you all. Bye.